We're going to start with Oracle and then pull Tarot to clarify. Let's get started. Alright, Spirit. Messages for the Cancer. What messages do they need to hear at this time? What needs to be brought to light? What is something they should be aware of, should focus on? Messages for the Cancer. Okay, upheaval. Curiosity. Memory. I feel like this could be pertaining to a relationship. This could apply to one person. If not, might be multiple people. As far as people watching this video, you could be in a relationship, and I feel like they haven't cheated yet, but they're contemplating it because they're talking to an ex that I guess they just have a lot of history with. So maybe they haven't actually had sex with the person or met up with the person or anything like that, but there has been some sort of communication that is going to shake things up a little bit. And they've been contemplating on whether or not they want to fully go there with that person, whether they want to do it the right way and just leave you first before they go back to where they want to go, or if they're actually trying to fight through it and understand that those are just memories, that happen, but it's not like a sign or anything that they should leave you. Four Swords, the Chariot, Four Pentacles, and the Page of Cups reverse. One second. I feel like they feel like that. I feel like your current person feels like you're like selfish, maybe stingy, maybe emotionally unavailable. But I don't know what happened to shift that within y'all relationship, because it wasn't always the case. But I feel like that's the motive behind why they're kind of just doing why they're contemplating wanting to leave this connection with you. The Wheel in reverse. I feel like you treat them like, I don't know. I feel like you have trauma from past stuff, and you're taking it out on them, and you're treating them any old kind of way. When they didn't do anything to you to deserve it, is what I'm hearing. It's like you're making them compete for your love, or you're making them fight or go around and around in circles to win your love, to win your approval, to win something over with you. And I feel like with this other person that they're reconnecting with, they don't got to do all that. I feel like this other person, maybe you are their karma, if that makes sense. So maybe they had the person that they're reconnecting with didn't do anything wrong when they were together either, but he kind of fucked that up. Then you two got together, but now it's like the karma of like, okay, now you're kind of treating him in your kind of way. So he's trying to go back to his ex. He's trying to go back to where things were good, but he hasn't, he or she, however this applies, they haven't actually committed to just going back that way. I don't know what it is about you all. Five of Cups reverse. I feel like y'all can have kids together now. So that could be a reason why they're kind of holding on and haven't fully told you that they want to leave you yet, because y'all have children or y'all have responsibilities, or maybe y'all just been together for a very long time. Maybe it was like a big gap. Maybe y'all been together for 5, 6, 7 years type, and they're going back to a relationship they had from 10 years ago. So now not only are they going back to an ex from that long ago, but the other person has also grown up, and it's kind of like meeting a different person, but it's also the comfort that comes from meeting the same person again. So I feel like y'all relationship has kind of fizzled out, but y'all have children and responsibilities and things like that. Anything more clarifiers? The High Priestess. I feel like honestly, the person that they're going to was a very good person. They probably could have told him that, you know, this is a bad idea. Like, you're fucking up this relationship and you're going to regret it because you're never going to find somebody like me. And then he turns around, he gets with you. Y'all were good for a while, but then y'all were bad for a while, and now he's trying to come back to her. So she's kind of like in this space of, I told you would come back. I didn't know how long it would take. I didn't know when it would be, but I knew at some point you would find your way back type. Three of Wands. I don't really feel like there's anything to wait for anymore at this point, as far as like, will things change? Will this connection you have with your person get better? Or is it time to just wash your hands with it and move on and just make certain adjustments for kids? I feel like y'all should just move on to the next step of making those adjustments for the kids, because kids can feel and sense everything. So it's like, yes, do we want to have the perfect family, or not even perfect, but do we want to have a family, keep a family unit together for our children? Absolutely. Absolutely we do. But at the extent of what? You know, like, I don't feel like Two of Pentacles. I feel like he's made his choice. Like I said, at this point, he hasn't actually acted on it yet, and I feel like he hasn't acted on it yet because he has enough respect for you not to do that part, like not to go that far. I feel like that is a boundary. Like, all right, I know where I want to go. I feel like it's coming. I've been talking to her. I've been happy again talking to my ex. We've been talking about rekindling, but we haven't actually crossed that line of meeting up or having sex or anything like that, because to him, that's just disrespectful to do that when you're in a relationship. But I feel like it's coming. I feel like he kind of already, he's not battling it anymore in his mind. So maybe he hasn't said it to you yet. Maybe after this reading, you can bring it up to him, or y'all can come together and have a conversation like, okay, yeah, this is just not working. Judgment in reverse. Yeah, like y'all can come to your own, y'all can have a conversation, come to some sort of agreement, and then when you all take it to the kids, if there are children involved, when y'all take it to the kids, there's still there's no drama, there's a clear understanding, X, Y, and Z. If there are no kids involved, then it's a lot easier, but I do still feel like y'all have some sort of ties that are greater than just a relationship. Like I said, maybe y'all have a house together, y'all have bills, all those things, and you got to figure out how we about to handle that. But I feel like if y'all don't break up, it's just going to be a constant loop. So I don't know if you cheated yet, but shit, you want to start at some point, or maybe something's going to give. Two of Swords in reverse. Something's going to give at some point. I feel like this reading is very, very clear of this is not going to work, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But you might not even be sad about it. Like I said, you haven't been treating him the best lately. You've been very disconnected. You've been very closed off from him. Like, you haven't been treating him good any fucking ways. So, shit. And this transition might be a lot easier than both of you might think. You know, he might be keeping it to himself because he doesn't know how you're going to respond to it. But, you know, I don't know. I feel like it doesn't have to be like a crash and burn kind of ending. King of Wands in reverse. But you're going to be fucked up about it. And I'm going to say that. You might not be fucked up about it now. Queen of Cups. You might not be fucked up about it now, but this is a good guy. And I don't know how many good people we're really gifted in one singular lifetime. Any of us, I'm not sure how many good people God will send to us. So, I don't know. Like I said, I feel like this is kind of over because it's like it's a thing with men, like when they're done, they're kind of done. And I feel like he's kind of over it. Like, your neglect towards him, all of the things, I feel like he's just kind of over it at this point, and his heart is somewhere else, and he loves somebody else, and he's just waiting for the right time and the right moment to make it official. Um, any other final messages? Final messages for the Cancer watching this video? Final messages for the Cancer watching this video. Oh, too many. Final messages. Bond. Final messages. Mimicry. I feel like the people around us essentially are especially when it comes to relationships, are a reflection of us. So I feel like going forward for you, for any future relationships, you're going to attract what you are. This may have been a circumstance, like I said, I don't think you were always like this, but at some point, this is how you started to treat him. And I don't know why him and his ex broke up. It could have been they were younger, whatever the case may be. But I do feel like he's a good person. And I feel like when it comes to you and relationships going forward, you're going to attract what you show, what you give out. So if you want a good person going forward, if you want someone that's strong and affectionate and emotionally available and stable and a protector and all of the things, whatever your list is, then to some extent you have to show face of that. Like, if you want a partner that's sweet and loving and all of the things, okay, you have to show that in yourself as well. It doesn't have to look exactly the same, but you're going to receive whatever you put out there into the world. Exactly. Yes, you're going to receive what you put out there. So just be careful about what you're putting out into the world, whether it's verbally saying it, putting it out into the world, whether it's like constantly obsessing over it and you're bringing it to life that way. Like, whatever you're putting out into the world, just be careful about what it is, because there's no time frame on when you're going to get that shit back. Like I said, I feel like there's some sort of karma here too. So who knows, maybe down the line you can get in a relationship and that will be your karma for this. Everybody receives their karma in its own way, in its own time. So, I feel like I want to do one more card for you, but I don't know which deck I want to use. Let's do one more card from this deck. One more to close this off. Alright, one more card to finish this person off. One more. Okay. Perceptive. Oblivious. Aware. I'm going to read that for you too. Okay, it says, awaken your true potential and remember that the power to shape your reality lies within. In this era of heightened consciousness, we are able to carve out our reality with newfound grace and immediacy. Embrace the lessons that come your way and use them to fuel your evolution, turning obstacles into opportunities. At any given moment in any situation, you have the power to entirely shift your perspective. This power comes from your internal awareness, a muscle strengthened by the reflection process. You may not have control over what is happening, but you do have the ability to recreate how you see it and the future that rides from this experience thereafter. Energy is moving fast, and it will move faster as more and more people step into their authentic beings to understand that they are no longer confined by their perceived limitations. We are evolving to a highly tuned consciousness, carving out our reality in quick time. Tap into this awareness and watch the world respond and shift immediately and gracefully. Listen closely to the signals of your heart as they will be the map that guides you. Remind yourself that you have the force within to turn a life jacket into a ship by acknowledging and alchemizing your lessons. They are wondrous gifts in disguise. This force within holds infinite potential. All right. All right, Cancer. So that is all I have for you today. If this message resonated with you, then please like, comment, subscribe, follow me on my Instagram, and I'll see you in the next video, okay? Bye.